Hello, everyone. Tris and I are coming at you live. Well, not live, but from PAX.
Currently from PAX.
Currently from PAX. We just got done playing the Super Mario Party Jamboree demo at the Nintendo booth. I'll quickly go over what the demo actually contained, and then we'll go over quick thoughts about overall, and then we'll dive into each specific minigame, as I'm sure you all want to know. Mm-hmm. So actually, I'll have you explain, since you're the guest. So what did this demo contain?
So this demo, we didn't really know going in what it was going to be like. We kind of knew that it was going to be play a bunch of minigames, but we didn't really know what form that was going to take. So Zach and I here were actually expecting to keep going back into the Nintendo booth constantly today. No, it is, if you guys remember in Mario Party Superstars, they're in the minigame mode, there's like a daily challenge, you play like 3 minigames or something like that. Same as that thing here. You're on the minigame island and you're running through the daily challenges. And we asked the people at the booth, even though it says daily challenge, it's not actually resetting each day. It is a specific set of 6 minigames that anyone at PAX is going to get to play.
Yes, and honestly, overall, just to get a quick overall thoughts before we get into specifics about each minigame, I thought this was a really solid selection of minigames. And mind you also, none of these were returning ones. So these are all new minigames that we got to play today. Nothing returning from old games. Yeah,
even though there are returning minigames, these are specifically all brand new ones. And notably, every setup also had the same 4 characters. Even though we could see the entire roster, only 4 characters were playable in what we could use, which were Mario, Pauline, Peach, and Ninja.
Yes.
In that order, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, which was really cool also because of the fact that obviously since Ninja and Pauline were never playable before, we get to see them in action in this demo, which I thought was really nice.
Yeah, exactly. It's great to actually get to play around with the new characters. I say even though I was player 1, so I played Mario.
Yeah, thankfully I got to play Ninja, and then we also had Riders DX and Dimitri with us, and they played Pauline and Peach respectively. Yep. So, so overall, like I said, really good demo, and now to what you all are mostly probably here for, the minigames themselves.
And we have the names of the ones we played, too.
We do. We got the names, and I even put a little description. So, we got Prime Cut, which I've labeled the beef cutting minigame. So This one was a 2v2 minigame where 2 players obviously are in different teams, and your objective is to cut your piece of beef exactly in half. And
as best as you can.
Think like Splatoon, right? Covering the most turf, except it's, you want you want the 2 sides of beef to be even.
You are making the perfect cut.
Exactly. And I think this one was a really, really fun one. Usually I'm not the biggest fan of 2v2s unless they really require good communication.
And
which
this does.
That game did. And do you have anything to comment on that one?
I love how good the visuals for this one was too. With of course, again, with meat. The same thing with Super Mario Party with like the one where you're flipping like the cube of meat and you have to get each side of it. Same kind of thing here with this like really, really like well rendered cut of beef.
It's oddly well rendered. Like for some reason, it's like really well rendered, and there's jiggle physics on it. That's a shout out to the video that's on Tris's channel. Quick plug to Tris's channel, by the way. Bella, shout all that out at the end as well. But it was fun.
Yeah.
And there were multiple rounds of it, too, where it got progressively a little bit harder, and it was overall pretty solid.
That was the case for a lot of these minigames we got to play. Most of them had, like, multiple rounds and would progressively get more difficult with each one.
Yeah, one of them was really long, but we'll get to that one in a second. So, yeah, Prime Cut was a really solid one. Good. We like. Mm-hmm. Secondly, was one called Cookie Cutters,
which is a 1v3.
1v3, and it's a shape matching mini game where it kind of reminds me of like mini games. Like I remember, I think there's one from 5 where it's like you have to hit like a button in a certain order.
I was thinking that
forward.
Exact same one where one group is in a Paragoomba, the other one's in a Goomba, and it's like the roulette of left, right, or up.
Yeah.
You kind of have to. It's whoever reaches the center first.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that where the one player has 3 different cookie cutters they can use, and then the 3 players each have 1 they can use, and you have to cut through the shapes in order by the specific shapes.
Yeah.
You can go really fast, or if you mess up, it slows down.
Imagine messing up in that one. I've got my gameplay. You guys are probably seeing on top of this, but yeah, I performed very badly in this one because I misunderstood the rules. I thought it was saying the D-pad hit right on the D-pad instead of A, so that's where I messed up. But yeah, that was a really, really fun one. Probably my least favorite of the minigames. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. They were all good. It's just like of them, It was the least.
I want to see how this one goes in like standard play, quick paced. Everyone's
Yeah.
good at it because I
Yeah.
could see people making a lot of cookies during
Like,
that.
it is really good. Like, it is a really solid one. Like, a really great 2v2.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Or, sorry, 1v3, not 2v2.
Yes, 1v3.
That's what I meant. Next one. I think this one might be my favorite one. Sandwiched, which is a free-for-all dodge the falling sandwiches minigame. This one was really, really fun. It was basically, it's a survival minigame where you have to avoid the falling sandwiches, but you have to also use the sandwiches that have already fallen as platforms to kind of go up and, you know, like, not stay too low because you'll get squished. Really solid one.
Really solid. And telegraphed very well too. Like at first, I remember several of us had mentioned, oh, like the perspective felt a little off, like the depth perception. But as the sandwiches fell in, we got like very quickly into it. Like, okay, no, we definitely understand what's going on. Pay attention to the shadows. Is basically how it goes.
Watch the shadows. Count the shadows.
Yeah, count the shadows. Pay attention to those. But it's easy to overshoot, as I learned, because I was like, oh, well, because you want to climb the sandwiches as they're coming down. So, okay, so try to land on one, or try to jump up on one, but maybe don't try to cross under one falling, because you'll just hit it, fall, and it'll get you.
I think that happened to me too. Yeah, my strategy, as you probably might see from the gameplay, is staying in the corner, or like picking a corner and staying there and just hopping between sandwiches and keeping an eye out for the shadows. I mean, I didn't win, but I came in second, which is not bad.
Better than me.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think that one was really, really solid. If you know book score, I mean, it felt very book score-ish.
Yeah, it did.
Where you had to move to kind of, like, all right, like, you see something coming, you got to move to where there's a free space.
And it's worth noting, all three of these, yes, they're food-themed. This specific selection of minigames in the daily challenge was, like, specifically food-themed minigames. So there's enough food-themed minigames to have a category.
And it's weird because every single one had like actually good looking food. I mean, like the cookies from Cookie Cuts, yeah, sure, but the sandwiches also looked really good as well. They looked pretty like real, and it did make me hungry.
Truly, ND Cube is cooked with this game.
Moving forward, we got Tricky Turntable, which I literally labeled as Mind Games Galore. This is a 2v2 coin minigame where it reminds me, it's from Mario Party 9. There's a minigame in Mario Party 9, I think it was like one of the boss ones. There's a Womp, it was Womp, where it's like you did a roulette thing.
Yeah.
It was like that. And I really enjoyed it. It was just turned into like a regular 4v4 minigame, or sorry, 2v2 coin minigame here. And it was pretty freaking good because like the really cool thing about it was like the main objective is you split into two teams and each one of you can push a button, and anyone who's on the button when the timer goes to 0, that's like anyone on the button, like adding them up, that's how many times the cog rotates, and you either get coins or a bomb.
And it's about the mind games because you can constantly jump on and off. So you can last minute or very last second jump on or off, and really mess around with the spin to it all. And if you get hit with the bomb, you lose coins. So there's
you lose one coin.
Well,
so
you lose
not,
one coin,
but it's also not a competitive minigame. It's a coin minigame, so everyone wins. You're just getting coins and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So let's see. Was there anything else about that minigame? I think
it was long.
It was
a
the long
minigame.
There was like 7 rounds, I want to say, of that one. Like that one was pretty long.
That's one I feel like after a few times, if it came up in standard play, I'd kind of groan a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's not, for the length of time it takes to play that minigame, I don't think you're getting a ton of coins. I think you got like, what, 12 coins?
We got 16.
We got 16, okay. Yeah, we got 1. My team got 1.
I think that should have been 5 rounds.
I think it should have been
7.
5 rounds and maybe have a little bit more coins in play.
Yeah, because there was one round where it was literally 3 bombs and 1 set of coins. So I was like, maybe take that.
Or maybe have
out.
the timer slower, or the
Faster?
timer move faster with less time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe only 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So you have to like think about it really quick because it's a bit of a long one.
Yeah, it was a long one, but good fun because like that's one of those ones where it's like if you're with a group of people that you know, that's gonna be chaotic fun. Mind games. It's like trying to read. That's what I really tried to do. Tried to read like, okay, they're probably like, because if we get a 2, we're gonna lose. So it's like they're gonna both. It's a lot of thinking, which I'm usually not good at, but that one was fun.
It is a heavy strategy game, yes.
So this next one is a 1v3 that we actually did see in the reveal trailer, and that is Sunset Standoff, which is the bullet bill dodging 1v3 minigame. That one was fun. I think that one's a simple one.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple standard 1v3 by Mario Party standards. I mean, you have the one player controlling the bonsai bill, trying to move, and the players trying to dodge it can move around, and
like
even up to the very last second. Yeah.
Like rollover, just like, move around, try to coordinate, like, okay, like how you split up, do like, again, mind games, trying to fool Triss, because Triss was the one trying to, come at us. It really, really solid, just fun, standard minigame.
It feels like a classic minigame already, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like not much really to say on it. Again, that's not a bad thing,
it just fits perfectly.
Just fits. And then the last minigame, another pretty long one as well.
This one didn't feel like a problem with how long it was, though.
Yeah, because it worked. And that was called, and we love this name, Hot Cross Blocks. Pun. Love it.
Which is so good.
And I literally titled this one Bridge Building Chaos. So this one, if you guys know Same is Lame from Mario Party 6, if you hit the same button, no, you don't make any progress. It's the same thing here. You're building a bridge, and you have to choose which path you want, which that'll benefit you to get you further along. But if anyone else chooses that path, neither of you get it.
And it's also worth noting, it has to connect.
Yeah.
It has to connect so you can screw each other over.
Yeah.
If there's only one piece that you need that'll actually help you, everyone else can go, get him, don't let him progress, and then just choose the same one so you can't go.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of strategizing in that one too, actually.
Or very much the opposite. If you look at everyone else and see kind of what they might need, you might want to pick a piece that you can use that you don't think they're going to pick. So it's very, you have to, it involves a lot of thinking, but it was a really, really good one.
It is a good minigame. It was a good minigame. That one, the length of time didn't bother me for that one.
Yeah, it didn't, because like it was just like, because like with the turntable one, it was kind of a lot of just like, okay.
Oh boy, 1 coin, 2 coins.
Yeah. Here it was like just, I don't know. It was more involved, I think is what I'm trying to say. It was more involved in its gameplay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the last one. Those were the 6 mini games we got to play. Overall, I think all of them were solid. There was not a bad one in the bunch.
Yeah.
And like Triss said, even though it was the daily challenges, those are the only 6 that are available to play. And I do think they were all really solid, and I cannot wait to play them all when the game fully releases on October
17th.
17th, thank you. October 17th. It's almost as if you did this for a living.
A little bit.
So yeah, is there anything you wanted to add, or any quick plugs you want to do before we end off the video?
I love how good the character animations are. I'm very happy Pauline was there, 'cause you actually get to see like her winning and losing animations. There's this cute little detail in her winning animation where she does the little like back and forth steps that she does in Jump Up Superstar, which is also just a reference to her character sprite from the original Donkey Kong. So there's a lot of attention to detail in the new characters' animations just as much as the returning characters. And it's exciting, honestly. Like having Pauline in Mario Party finally, like seeing her there with everyone else, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, she's in every other spin-off now, so might as well add her to the party.
She is the current spin-off queen, yes.
Yeah, so yeah, I got nothing else to add. I played as Ninja, and Ninja was kind of cool to play as.
Nice.
I like the little guy. He's grown on me. At first, I didn't care too much about him, but he's grown on me.
I feel like I'll definitely be playing Ninja and Pauline quite a bit in this game.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. All right, now plug in your YouTube channel before we sign off.
All right. Well, you guys can find me on YouTube, Twitter, etc. at Toontriss, and I'm going to be doing tons of coverage of this game as well. Last night, or depending on whenever you watched it this morning, Zach and I did a little reaction video to all the Japanese website update and all the new info to this game, but on hotel Wi-Fi. So it's more of a comedy video than anything else.
Yeah, I'd say don't go there for information. Go for it just to enjoy us reacting to what we see on the website. That's how I'll describe that. Because, yeah, that was a video for sure.
It was a fun one.
It was a fun one, though. It's a really fun one, especially to watch. I watched it this morning. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like we said, check out Triss, check out their channel. And until next time, see you guys later. Wait, did we do the same thing?
I do sign off like that in Game Explain videos in my own now, too.
I never even realized that. All right, later, guys.